See, it's not just me. We've really got to be aware of the demographics that are in here and that stuff is going, right? If you've got nobody under the age of 40, nobody wants to hear that, right? And I know that we're so busy, but when I'm sitting in my office, I'm like, get that all. Right? Yeah, I haven't even noticed that.
My favorite was like the song. I knew what one of the loop, right?
You know, we did one day, and this was right after we opened, right after COVID.
Yeah.
We had Rolling Stones' greatest hits playing all day. And it worked because we had groups of people for 70 minutes. So nobody ever heard the loop. I did, and it was like, I was here for like 18 hours.
It's a good song, it's a good song. It's always gonna be a good song.
Yeah. Well, it's classic.
Yeah.
Hi guys, how's everyone? Can you hear me? Yes, I'm assuming that's why you're waving. Hi, we good?
Yep. You good? Are you muted? No. Is I muted now? Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, we'll just start in a minute. Where's Jenny? Okay, guys. So just weights and a squishy ball today. I'm wondering what other props you guys have at home that we could start adding in now that we're back at the club as well. I might send an email around or something and see if we could do a foam roll or something like that one of these days. But for now, we'll do weights and a squishy ball. Start with your squishy ball. We're gonna have it between our ankles. We're gonna have our weights in our hands. And we'll go like these. So feet just about hip distance apart. I'm just gonna ask them to make me be the big screen. One sec. Let's see, where is she? Where is she? Can you, I don't know if I look as like the big screen for you guys. Make me the big screen, please. There we go. Hopefully that'll be better. Okay, so squishy ball down there. Stand really nice and tall. Thinking about your nice even weight in both of your feet. Just because we have the ball in our ankles doesn't mean we're going to press more through the inside of our heels or our arches. We're going to still be having our weight nice and even. We're not going to let our knees fall together. We're going to stand real nice and tall. Length through the top of your head, heels pressing down, and then let's just go. We're going to start with our heels lifting. So heels lift, don't let your knees fall in or out. Just a little squeeze and then straight up. Hold when you're tall and then slow. Lower those heels back down. Come on, I'm gonna do this. And then let's do that again. So we're gonna go just straight up, press through each one of those toes, up. Growing nice and tall, keep that extra bit of length as you lower those heels back down. Waistlines are long, we're neutral through our pelvis. Again, press through each one of those toes straight up. control as you come down, and then go one more. We're gonna come up and stay. So heels are lifted, a little bit of connection through the insides of your legs, holding that ball there. Arms are gonna come straight up, and then arms are gonna come right down. So your legs are straight, they're not locked. We're super long through our spine, arms up, arms down. So go 4 more like that, pressing through each one of your toes, down, and 3, up, and down. Last 2, up, and down, and then go one more. We're gonna go straight up, holding there. Now bend your knees. Knees reach straight forward. Don't let them fall out or in. Stand all the way up, open your arms wide. So again, straight down. Don't let that upper body come forward. You're straight up against that wall, and then back up. So again, inhale down, arms open wide, nice and long through your spine. Straight up. Let's do that again, go 2 more. Inhale down, exhale as you press. 1 more, inhale down, reach those arms. Exhale, press right up, lower your heels, lower those arms, take a breath. Okay, so from there, keep that ball just gently squeezing. We're just gonna go arms out, palms face forward. You're gonna bend your right elbow in and reach, and then left, in and reach. So keeping a gentle squeeze with your ankles around that ball, in and reach, and then right in and reach. So really pulling your tricep into your waistline, pull that tricep in and out. Reach, go 1 more, nice big squeeze with those inner thighs in. Keep that connection and reach. Now turn your palms to face up and then down. Up and down. So as you're moving your arms through these rotations, think about what's happening again with those inner thighs. Keep that little bit of a connection. Out and in. Go for 4. Up and down. 3 more. Up, down. Last 2. Up and down. Last 1. Up and down, and then lower all the way down. Okay, so take a breath there. You're gonna bend your knees, just come straight down. Keep that ball squeezing gently. Arms reach, stand all the way back up, arms behind you. So do that again. Inhale down. Exhale, press through those heels. Feel those inner thighs gently squeeze for 5. Exhale, press through those heels. Feel your core connect. 4. Press. 3 more. Press up, go for 2. Down, exhale, and up. 1 more, down, exhale, up. Keep those arms back there, hinge your upper body forward, just triceps. In and reach, slow. In, exhale, right back for 5. In, reach, keep those elbows lifting. 4, reach. 3 more. In and reach. Gentle squeeze with those inner thighs. Nothing major, but you should feel them keeping that ball gently squeezed. Last one, go out. Stay now, open to the side and in. Open to the side, squeeze in. So just opening like 3 or 4 inches, still keeping your arms a little bit above your bum. Go for 4, squeeze in, nice long spines. 3, squeeze in, 2 more. Out and in, last one. Out. Back in, now open out, stay, turn your palms to face down to the ground. Now lift 1 inch, lower an inch, lift, pause, and down. So you're a little bit away from your body and then just lifting that inch. Up and down, exhale, up and down, go for 5. And down, 4 more, up, down, 3 more, up and down. Last 2, up, down, last one, go up, stay there, bend in. So now you're bending it on an angle. Last bit, reach back out. Slow in, reach, nice long spines for 6, reach. 5, how those inner thighs doing? They're not falling in or out, right? 4, reach. 3, reach. Last 2, in, reach. Last 1, in, reach, arms in. Give those shoulders a roll out, feel those triceps working. Grab that ball, Pop it off to the side a little bit. We're not going to use it for the rest of our standing bit. So then come to a wide second position for your feet. Turn your thighs out to match those feet. Feel those outer glutes. And then you're going to go arms just right in front. Press through your heels, stand up. So straight down, straight up, like you're against a wall, right? Now we're going to come down as we stand up, open. So down, press, open. Now we're going to add a little twist. So we're going to come down as you open, twist that upper body. One arm reaches out on an angle in front, one reaches behind, back in, reach. Inhale down, inhale down, exhale, reach. Go for 4. Twisting those ribs around your spine. 3, 2, growing tall, twist. 1, rotate. Last one, rotate, and then come down, stay right here. Bend your elbows in, go here. So stay low, arms rotate, back up. Rotate, back up. Go for 5, press through those heels, keep that connection. Still think about those inner thighs. 3, 2, last one. Right up, stand all the way up, reach those arms right up overhead, and then pull in, pull right into your waistlines, and then straight back up. Press through those heels, down, grow tall. Go for 5. Low, reach up. 4, low, reach up. 3 more. Up. 2 more. In, reach. Last one. In, reach up, open your arms out, stay right there. So really reaching to either side, lift those heels, stay there. So from here, slow up, turn your palms up, turn your palms down. Keep those heels lifted and down. Go for 5. 4, arms are still reaching. 3, tiny bend in those elbows. 2, last one, up, lower those heels, lower those arms, give your shoulders a nice little roll out, walk those feet out. And then we're gonna come down onto our mat. All right, so have your squishy ball close by, keep those weights close by. And we're gonna be about there. Okay, so hands by your sides, just relax that upper body, back of your rib cage is heavy. Shoulder blades are heavy, head nice and heavy, neck is relaxed. All right, we're gonna start with just little hip rolls. Don't worry too much about kind of how high you're going, just kind of getting some movement through our spine is what we want to start. So belly button towards that spine, press through your heels as you lift. Get up to whatever your height is. Hold at the top, knees reach from the top of your head. Articulate down. All the way to neutral. Take a breath, back in, belly button to spine, pressing through those heels. Lift, hold. Again, roll back down. Tailbone touches last. Go one more like that. Belly button in, exhale, press up. Slowly all the way down. Come to neutral. And then reach your arms up. So shoulder blades stay flat against the mat. Let's do that again. This time we're gonna add arms. So all the way up, press evenly through those heels. Think about when we had the ball between our ankles, we weren't letting our legs fall in and out. Keep that in mind. Arms are gonna reach overhead as you roll down. Keep them reaching, reaching, reaching. So remember, ribs are a huge part of this, right? Belly button in, press through your heels up. Arms reach, ribs don't move, slowly. All the way down. Arms up. Again, belly button in, exhale. Arms. And all the way down. Back up. Last one, belly button to spine, exhale, press. Hips up. Arms reach. Slowly come all the way down. And then back up with your arms. So from here, just right arm opens out, left shoulder blade is heavy. Press your right arm back up. Left arm out, right shoulder blade is heavy. So essentially the weight is even on your shoulders as you move these arms. And reach and up. So as you're doing this, think about that width across your chest and your collarbones. Keep it like that as you move. Ribs stay heavy. Tight around your center. Now let's go overhead. Right arm reaches, ribs stay tight. Left shoulder blade stays flush against the mat, then left. And up, ribs hug around your body. And back, ribs hugging. And up. One more right. Up, one more left. Reach. Press up and then stay right there. So now from here, we're gonna add a leg to this. So lift your right heel, lift your left, stay there, nice and neutral through your pelvis. Lift your right leg up, keep the back of your rib cage heavy, stay really nice and light on your left foot there. Now from here, we're gonna reach our right leg overhead, left arm goes overhead, and then pull back in. So do that again, switching arms. So now right, and in, and then right and left. So same leg, alternating arms, thinking about the weight in your hips, staying totally even, weight in your shoulders stays even, nice and relaxed through the back of your neck. Chin is not reaching up. And in, exhale, reach. And in one more, each arm right. Pull in, stay. Lower your right toes down, keep the right leg a little bit light. Left leg up, start with your left leg, right arm, sorry. Reach and in, and then same side, left and left. And in, left and right, reach and in. So as you're doing this, notice, are your ribs lifting as you reach these arms? Is your back arching? Is the weight shifting in your hips? Or are you able to keep everything nice and neutral? How about your neck? Are you feeling tension? Or can you keep that relaxed? One more here. Back up, stay. Lower your left, lower those heels, lower those arms and take a breath. All right, so now from here, we're gonna go to both legs up. So keep that neutral if you can. If you start to feel your back, come to a little bit of an imprint so that that low back stays safe. All right, so let's go right leg, right heel lift, sorry, left heel lift. I just like to start there. Level one, ribs tight, or step one, kind of ribs stay tight around your center, keeping that little bit of a neutral. Right leg up, knee above your hip, left leg up, knee above your hip, and then just stay right there. So shoulder blades are flat against the mat, right? You can add arms if you want, you don't have to. All we're going to do is the reaches we did before, alternating. Remember, if you feel your low back, let it be heavier. And if you want an extra challenge, let's add arms. So keep those shoulder blades flat against the mat. Let's alternate arms. So right leg, left arm, and then pull in, right arm, left leg, and in, exhale. And in, exhale, reach. And in. Again, let's go out and in, exhale. And in, let's reach. Long shoulder blades are flat against the mat. Long shoulder blades stay flat against that mat. One more each way. And in, last one here. Reach. Back in, lower your right, lower your left, lower those heels, lower those arms, and take a breath. All right, squishy ball between your inner thighs. Feet still about hip distance apart, maybe a little closer so we can really get those inner thighs. And you should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips, right? From there, let's go right into a hip bridge. So press your heels through the mat, connect those big toes and with the mat, not together, and then lift your hips. So holding when you're here, your knees are reaching this way, right? The top of your head is reaching this way. Your spine is nice and long. You should feel your glutes working to hold yourself up there, not squeezing together, right? Now from here, just think about your inner thighs. Don't bring your knees together, but connect your inner thighs. So squeeze inner thighs and little release. So as you squeeze your inner thighs, your glutes want to squeeze together. Don't let them. Just inner thighs, get that little connection and release. So I could squeeze like super hard, my knees would come together. I'd be using muscles other than my inner thighs. I just want those inner thighs. So just little squeeze, you'll feel your abs working. Release, go for 5. Resist, 4, squeeze. 3, squeeze. Last 2, squeeze. Last 1, squeeze, hold that squeeze, roll all the way down. Come to neutral, take a breath. We're gonna come back up. Sticking to me, belly button in, press up, holding there. So a little bit of connection again with those inner thighs. Give an extra press through your left heel. You're gonna extend your right leg. So don't lower or lift your right thigh, just keep it exactly where it is, and then bend that right leg back in. So it's gonna be super, super easy to shift your weight in your shoulders. That's what I want you to try to minimize. Press through your right heel to engage that right glute, extend that left, and then bring it right back in. Even weight in your shoulders, press through your left heel, extend your right. It's harder than you think. And back in, press through your right heel, extend left. Slow as you come back. If you want more of a challenge, reach your arms up. Exhale, pressing through your left, extend your right. Back in, press through your right, extend your left. Keep those inner thighs just kind of humming in the background there. They are working, they're not squeezing or hanging on for dear life. One more, right. Back in, ready, one more left. Back in, and then roll all the way down. Come through to neutral, and then stay. Okay, so hands behind your head. Wait for this. Hands stay, or elbows cover off the mat that little bit. Tuck your chin, and then curl up to flexion. So looking down towards that squishy ball, if you got it. So a little bit of a squeeze with those inner thighs. Again, not hanging on for dear life. They're just kind of humming in the background, and then slow and controlled. You're gonna come all the way down, lower. You're working as you lower, you're working all the way till the back of your head touches. Take a tiny little break and then tuck that chin again. Glutes are relaxed, you've got that little space behind your low back, right? Slowly lengthen back. Go 2 more, this full range. Tuck. Slowly come back. And then 1 more, tuck your chin. Hold at the top. Okay, you ready? So even weight, just like we did in that hip bridge, even weight in your legs here or in your feet, and your, not in your feet, not even weight in your feet at all. Even weight in your hips is what we want. Don't let your weight shift side to side. You're gonna actually lift your right foot up. Hold. Even weight in your hips. Bring your right leg back down. Now left. Now you got a front row seat to what's going on with your hips. They wanna shift right. Press your left hip down a little bit as you lift your right leg. Float it back down, keep that left hip pressing. Press your right hip down a little bit as you lift your left leg. Bring it back down. Exhale up. Inhale down, exhale left. Inhale down. 1 more, right? Little bit of a squeeze as you lift. Good job. 1 more left, little bit of a squeeze as you lift, bring it back down, and then lower that upper body all the way down. Hands back down by your sides. Okay, we're gonna come back into that hip lift. So press through your heels, hold when you're up there. Okay, so we were lifting 1 leg at a time. We're gonna come back to that. So try to keep your weight on your shoulders nice and even. Your hips are staying level. Give an extra press through your left heel to activate that left glute. Inner thighs squeeze equally, and then extend your right leg back where you were before. So you can probably feel a little more weight in your right shoulder than your left. Try to keep it as even as you can. You're gonna hinge at the hip, your bum drops. And then you're gonna press back up. So don't move anything through your right leg, just hinge at the hip and then press at that left hip. Inhale down, exhale, press. Try not to rest at the bottom. You've got 4 more, lower. Keep that right leg reaching. Inner thigh still squeezing. 3, keep that left shoulder heavy. Go for 2. Last 1. Exhale up, those waistlines stay long. Lower your right foot. Roll all the way down. So articulating down, take a breath. Even weight in those hips, even weight in your shoulders. A little bit of a squeeze with those inner thighs. Back up to that hip lift, holding there. Extra press through your right heel. Keep that inner thigh connection. Don't let your left hip drop. Extend that lefty. Okay, so from here, float down. Press up, so you're gonna feel more weight probably shifting to your left shoulder and your left arm. Try not to. Inhale down. Try to keep your right shoulder heavy. Lower and lift. 3 more. Lower. 2 more. Exhale up. Last 1. Down. Exhale up. Stay there. Lower your left. Roll all the way down. Come right back to neutral. And then stay there. Here, we're going to pop the ball off to the side. Hands back behind your head. Tuck your chin that little bit. Exhale, curl forward and stay right there. So from here, we were lifting those legs with a ball between. We're going to think about having the ball there so our inner thighs are still active. Lift your right leg up. We're going to keep that one up this time. If you want an extra challenge, lift up your left heel so you're just on your left toes. We're going to reach our right leg long. We're going to keep our hips even. We're going to lower our upper body. And then we're going to come back up. So reaching long. And then curl back up. So go 4 more like this. Inhale for length. Exhale up. 3. Inhale, lengthen. Even weight on those hips. Go nice and slow. Feel the work the whole way back and the whole way up. Last 2. Ribs slide down to your hips. 1 more. Hold. Lower your right. Keep your right hip heavy, left leg up. Same thing here. We're going to reach it out. Lower that upper body. Inhale long. 4 more. Keep that right hip nice and heavy. 3. Right inner thigh still squeezing toward your midline. Don't let that leg just drop. Last 1. Reach. Lower, lower, lower all the way down. Hands back down by your sides. We're going to do one last little hip bridge set. So pressing into your heels, roll up. So press that belly button down all the way up. Okay, so this is going to be the most challenging for your inner thigh. Really, your inner thighs. Really think about how your inner thigh is working, squeezing toward your midline, like when we had the ball there. So we're going to lift our right heel. Keep your, you can keep your entire arms down. If you want more of a challenge, come here. We'll work our way up to there. All right, so press through that left heel, left inner thigh, definitely squeezing toward your midline as you extend your right leg. So reach out there, even weight on your shoulders. So we were doing that before and then coming back in. Now we're gonna stay here and open to the side. So very easy to shift your weight to your right shoulder and open your left knee to the side. Don't do that. So just open that right leg out that little bit and then squeeze back in. It doesn't matter how far. I'm not going very far. Open out and then in. So if you feel steady and that your weight is even on your shoulders, you can lift your arms up. Keep those hips lifting for 4. Keep pressure through that left heel and left big toe. Inner thigh still squeezing toward your midline for 2. Go 1 more, out. Squeeze in. Lower that right leg, roll all the way down. Take a breath. Bend your forearms or bend your elbows down, roll back up. It's harder than you'd think, right? Okay, so from there, extra pressure through your right heel to activate your right glute, inner thighs both kind of squeezing towards your midline. Extend that lefty out in front of you. So you're on that nice long line. From here, open out that bit, squeeze in. Little bit out and squeeze in. So you can reach those arms up if you want. This side is harder for me. Keep those hips lifting and level 4, 3, out, squeeze in. Last 2, out. If you go too far, you'll tip. Last one, out and in, bending down, roll all the way down, come right through to neutral, and then stay right there. Okay. Keep it neutral, keeping the back of your ribcage heavy, upper body quiet to start. Lift your heels, stay there. Right leg up, left leg up. Okay, so knees approximately above your hips. Depending on flexibility, you might need to move them farther away. We're gonna extend our legs up now. I'm not very flexible, so I gotta be not quite at 90. And now from here, we're gonna reach one leg out and then pull it in, and then your other leg out and back in. So it'll be really easy to do this kind of a thing. Don't do it, keep that chin pulling into your chest and back, even weight in your hips. And again, scissor and back. Scissor, kind of pull them apart together. Pull them apart together. And again, back in, one more here. Reach, scissoring, and reach, back in, bend and lower, lower your heels. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit of upper body to this. Upper abs, so tucking your chin, curl forward, right leg up, left leg up, extend them. You can keep them bent if it feels terrible. Having them straight totally doesn't matter. So we're gonna extend. Then from here, we're gonna reach and together. Reach, pull one forward, one away, and in. Reach, together, and reach. Back in. Reach, and in. Keep that upper body curling forward, and in. You got one more each way. And in, go here. And in, bend those legs, lower, 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 all the way down. All right, hug those knees in, have a little roll around one way and the other. And then let's come onto our side. So we're gonna come onto our left side. Have a ball handy, we're gonna use a ball. And we're gonna use a weight at some point. All right, so starting just right here. So heels underneath your bum. I'm gonna give you an option today. You can either stay here or you can come up here. So it's gonna be a little bit more obliques, a little bit more shoulder stability if you're up here. And yeah, so you're still working your glute, but just that little bit of an add-on. Really, really important, you keep your neck in alignment. So that's gonna be a terrible position for your neck. You wanna stay here looking down. It's really nice to keep nice and relaxed through your neck. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna lift that leg up and then come down, right up and down. So as you lift up, your hip wants to roll. Don't let it. If you're in the position I am with your left ribs lifting, it's gonna be even easier to roll your hips because you're not touching the mat. So just keep that in mind. Control, exhale, up to the highest point, resist for 4. Up, control, 3 more. Control, watch those left ribs if you're lifted like I am here. Last 2. One, last one, go up, stay. Now you're gonna extend your leg from there. Bend in and down. So back up, reach, in and down. Up, so that's a hold for your glute as you extend and down, up, hold, reach, in and down. Go 3 more. up, reach, in, and down. Same thing on your side, just with your left ribs pressing or touching down. If you're there, last 2, in and down, last 1, up, reach, in and down, and then lower all the way down. Keep your left leg bent, extend that right leg, so really reaching for your fingertips, or through your toes. Reach your right fingertips up to the ceiling. You can do this with or without a weight, doesn't matter. So you're gonna be up here. We're gonna reach that arm overhead. So really thinking like fingertips reach from toes and then back up. So only lifting your right leg as high as you can keep your left ribs lifting, right? So really feel length, reach, reach, reach. Keep that length as you come up. Go 6, reach. 5, reach. 4. 3, 2, last 1, right up, and then reach and stay. So fingertips reaching from toes. From here, you're going to bring your right leg back a little bit, your right arm forward a little bit, and then come back to your midline. So do that again, right leg back, right arm forward. Keep those hips as stacked as you can, and then back in. Exhale. And in. 5 more. And in. 4. Reach. And in. 3. Lengthen as you're reaching. Reaching fingertips from toes here. Keep reaching fingertips from toes. Reach, reach, reach. And in, and then go one more. You're going to reach out. Stay there. Keep your leg behind you. Bring your arm back up to the ceiling. If you need to bring it down, that's okay too. Lift your leg 2 inches up, 2 inches down. So you could be here and down. Your right leg is slightly behind you. It's parallel, so your right knee is pointing forward. Your left ribs are lifting gently off the mat, so you're not pressing those guys down. Go for 4. And down. 3 more. Head is heavy on that left arm. 3. And down. Last 2. Squeeze. And down. Last 1. Squeeze up. And then bend it all the way in. Lower that arm right down. Grab your ball. Pop it between your ankles. And then reach toes away. Okay, so let's have our left arm straight. We're going to come into a little side flexion here. If this doesn't feel good in your body, don't come up with your upper body, just do the legs. That's totally fine. Remember, in side flexion, it's not about coming as high as you can. You don't want the top of your head reaching up. It's still kind of reaching this way. It's just like a gentle little bend in your side body. So let's start there. So left arm slides in that little bit. Left elbow farther out than where your shoulder is. Left ribs away from your the ground, and then reach those toes out. All right, so right hand, see if we can bring it onto our hip, bring it here if that feels better. And then from there, just lower that a little bit and then lift. So inhale down, exhale lift. 6 like that, lower, 5, lower and lift. 4 more and lift. Really small, don't worry about how far you're going. 3, abs deepen. 2, abs deepen, last 1. Holding at the top, so if you can reach that arm up, hold there, reach to your toes, hold there and reach for 8. Reach for 7, I'm really hardly moving. Go for 6, shortening that right waistline slightly. 5, exhale 4, exhale 3, exhale 2, last one, hold, and then slowly all the way down. Hold there. All right. And then let's come right over to the other side. So have your weight hand, or have your weight hand if you used it, and have your ball handy. Okay, so we are on our right side. So you can either be here for your clamshells, or you can be up here if you did this one. So remember, if you're here, eyes looking down is a good position for your neck, not here. Keep that neck long, right rib stay lifted. heels underneath your bum and then just go straight up. So holding there, hips are stacked, ribs are lifted off the mat, and then slow come down. So exhale up, squeeze, control. Squeeze, control. If you have any kind of shoulder issues, just lying flat is great. This just adds this extra bit of side body work and shoulder stability work. Go for 5. Control. It's a little harder on your transverse because your hips aren't pressing down. 3 more. Up, down, last 2, squeeze, down, last 1, squeeze up and stay. Now you're gonna kick your leg out, bend it in, lower down. Out, in, and down. Go 6 more. Up, reach, in, and down. 5 more. In, and down. 4. Remember, if you're feeling tension in your neck, eyes down. 3, up, reach, in, down. Last 2, up, reach, keep those hips as still as you can. Down, last 1, up, reach, in, and down, and then lower all the way. So your right leg's gonna stay where it is. Kick that left one right out. So really reach through your toes. If you want, use your weight. You can reach it right, your arm and your weight right up to the ceiling. You're gonna reach here and then right up. So thinking length, reach, 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 fingertips from toes and up. Keeping your ribs nice and tight around your center. Keeping those right ribs that little bit lifted off the mat. Go for 5 more, reach. 4, reach. Up, 3 more, reach. Up, last 2. Up, last 1, reach. Up, and then reach away and stay. So you're gonna bring your that's your left arm, left leg, left arm forward, left leg back. Nothing changes on the right. And then come back to your midline. So reaching fingertips forward, leg back, and then back to your midline. So keeping those ribs tight around your center, abs are keeping you steady as you reach. And as you pull in, you'll really be feeling that left arm if you have a weight. I don't even have a weight and I feel it. And squeeze, keep reaching. Remember, the key is the reach. Don't just float your arm around, really reach and then reach. Same with your leg. You're reaching as you move and in, go 1 more, reaching, stay. Bring that arm up to the ceiling, really reach through your toes. Your left leg is behind you. Lift up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Exhale up. Exhale up and down. Go for 5. Down 4 more, squeeze up and down. 3 more, squeeze up and down. Last 2. Down, last 1, squeeze up and then bring that leg in, lower that arm right down. Grab your ball, pop it between those ankles. So toes reaching away from the top of your head. So we're gonna do that bit of side flexion. Make sure the ball is really in there. So slide your right arm underneath you, right elbow out a little further than your shoulder. Waistlines are long, your right ribs stay lifted that little bit. Looking down is nice, and then just lift those legs and lower. So up, control down. You can keep your left hand down, you can bring it here, whatever feels good. Squeeze and down. Think about that right shoulder. It's gonna wanna creep up to your ear. Try not to let it. Keep those right ribs lifting off the mat for 4, 3, 2. Last 1, stay there. Can you reach that arm up? Hold there. Bring it down, stay there. So your legs are lifting. Reach to your toes for 8, 7, hardly moving. 6, 5, little squeeze in that left waistline. 4, 3, Last 2. Last 1, and then come all the way down. All right. Pop that ball down by your side. I'm just spin back this way. All right, let's just do a little twist out after all that kind of side body work. We're gonna bring our right leg up to tabletop, left leg up. Open your arms to a nice big T, ribs tight around your center. Slow and control. Let's lower those legs down to the right side. So really thinking about what your core is doing as you lower your legs. We're going to enjoy a twist in a sec, but just feel the work as we get into it. Lower those legs. All right, so left fingertips, reach away from your right fingertips here. Look towards those left fingertips. Left side of your rib cage is nice and heavy. Take a nice couple of breaths here. All right. And then let's bring that left leg up. So left hip kind of presses down. Bring your right one up to meet it, and then do the same thing over here. So just slow and controlled. Lower, lower, lower. Once those legs are down, reach towards those right fingertips. Keep those ribs hugging around your center for a couple of deep breaths here. For one more nice deep breath. And then bring that right leg back up. Your left leg will come in to meet it. And then let's just roll side to side. And then when you're ready, roll on up. Okay, and then we're gonna come on to our 4-point needle position. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Nice long spine here. All right, so we're gonna press through our left knee before we do anything actually. Press through your left knee, press through those palms, really spread your fingers, lengthen the back of your neck, and then kick that right leg straight out behind you. So your toes stay on the mat, really find length through the back line of your body, and then lift that right leg up. So toes reach away from the top of your head. From here, just bring your right knee down, you almost touch the mat, and reach back out. Slow as you bend in, and then reach nice and long. So thinking stability really more than anything else. Everything in your body is really working here, but really think about what that core is doing to keep you steady as this leg moves. In, reach. Go 4 more like this. Slow, lengthen. Reach the top of your head from those right toes. 3. Last 2. Ready, 1 more. Reach out, stay. Now bend your elbows. Your forehead's gonna come down. Your leg is gonna lift up. So little triceps added in here, and then press back out. So just pivoting that body like a pendulum, head down, foot up, or like a teeter-totter. Down. Keep those elbows tight to your side body for 5. Ribs stay tight around your center. Go for 4. 3 more. Last 2. Left inner thigh still squeezing toward your midline, right? Bend that leg in. Sit yourself back. Give those wrists a little shake out. All right. We're gonna do 1 more on this side. We'll come down to our elbows to give those wrists a break. So elbows down here. Nice long waistlines. Again, press through your left knee as you kick your right out. Lift it up so it can come a little bit higher because you're on this angle. Now from here, you're gonna turn your leg out so your knee points to the right. Toes come down, and then you're gonna lift way back up there. So inhale down, exhale straight up with a squeeze. Lower, Press through your left knee as you lift. 6. 5 more, control. Reach. 4 more, control. Reach. 3 more, down, squeeze. Up, last 2. Keeping that upper back nice and strong. Neck is relaxed. Bend that leg in. Sit back again. A little shake. Before we do the same over here. So hands back under your shoulders, knees under those hips. Nice neutral spine. Okay, so press through your right knee and the right top of your foot. Kick your left out, not shifting your weight across. So hold there. Extend out through your left toes. So really reaching the top of your head from those left toes. And then just bend in. Slow bending in. Exhale, press, reach. In, press. So constant pressure through your right knee to keep the right side of your body active for 4. 3. Right inner thigh still squeezing toward your midline for that extra bit of stability. Last 1. Bend your elbows, leg lifts. Slow. Inhale down, keep those elbows tight to your waistline, forehead down, leg lifts. Got 5. Watch those hips, they want to move to the right as you come down. Try and keep your right hip tracking on top of that right knee. Back up, go for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Press up, bend that leg in, sit yourself back. Take a little breath there, shake those wrists out. All right, and then we will come back, come to elbows this time, so we'll get up on that higher angle and we'll give our wrists a break. So looking straight down, even weight in your knees, even weight in those elbows, kick your left leg out without letting your weight shift. Lefty up, turn it out, so your left knee points to the left, and then just reach as you lower. Keep reaching as you lift. So constantly reaching your left toes away from the top of your head, always thinking about keeping your right hip away from like kind of a wall on the right side. Don't let your weight just shift across. It's going to be really easy to do that. So your right inner thigh hugging toward your midline for 4. 3. Squeeze up. Go for 2. Squeeze up. Last 1. Squeeze up. Bend that leg in. Sit back again. Take a nice couple of breaths there. Let's walk our hands over our left knee. So really reach out through your right fingertips. Think of your right hip staying heavy on your right heel. So don't just lift it because you're reaching with your right. Take a couple of breaths there. Feel that nice stretch through the right side of your body. And then walk your hands back across. So really reaching out through the left fingertips, your left hip stays heavy, getting that nice stretch through the left side of your body. And then walk those hands back through center. Roll on up. Give those shoulders a nice little roll out. And then grab your ball. You can use weights or not for these last couple of bits here. Totally up to you. See how you feel. You can use them for part of it if you want. So start with the ball just kind of behind your tailbone. We're going to do some half rollbacks. Weights if you want. Reach those arms up. So stacking up really nice and tall, you're against an imaginary wall, right? Now roll back, roll your hips back first, don't move your upper body. See how I'm neutral in my pelvis, and then I'm scooped, my upper body's really hardly moved though. Now keep scooping, bring your ribs back a little bit, bring your shoulders back a little bit, and then stay right there. So from here, don't move your body, just arms come up, arms come down. Now go arms out. And in, do that again, arms up, no change in your body. Arms down, ribs stay tight around your center, arms wide. And in, do that again, arms up. And down, arms out, reach, back in. Now we're gonna go right arm to the side, left arm overhead, pause. And in, left arm out, right arm up. Back in, do that again. Exhale out, keep that head back. Chin tucking in gently. Again. Back in, one more here, right and left. And in, one more here, reach. Back in, and then use your core all the way back to seated nice and tall. Let's have hands behind our head. You could still keep your weights if you want. Scoop back the same way, so rolling hips, ribs come back, shoulders come back that little bit as well. So from here, you can keep both legs down. If you want an extra challenge, let's lift one leg up. I'm gonna go for it. So reach your right leg up that little bit, even weight on your hips, rotating to the right, and then come back through center. No movement in your hips, rotate right again, and then back. So go two more like this. And back. Remember, you're a little bit light on your ball. Don't just drop all your weight onto it. Now reach your right leg straight, bend it in, twist. Go four more. Reach. 3. Reach, abs deepen, twist. Last 2. Reach, abs deepen, twist. Last 1. Reaching, exhale across, upper body back. Lower that leg, come all the way up. Take a breath. Same thing on the other side. Remember, if you feel your back, don't scoop back as far. Remember, you're not in a hinge. It's not a flat back, right? That's a really easy way to feel your back, which we don't want. So scoop again, belly button to spine, rolling. If your hip bones had headlights, they'd be facing the ceiling, right? That's super important. Now from here, rotate 4 this way, back through center, even weight on your hips. Go for 3, 2. Exhale, and back. Last 1, exhale, hold. Right hip stays down if you want. Lift your left knee up, reach it out, pull it in, twist, reach, and twist. Go for 4. Twist. 3 more. Lengthen that leg, pull it in for a twist. Your core stays engaged the whole time. I think we're doing one extra one, that's okay. Back to center, lower, and then come all the way up, sitting tall. All right, now grab that ball. Scoop right back, belly button, spine, rolling 1 vertebra at a time as you roll all the way down. Reach those arms way out overhead. Have a nice stretch there. Reach your toes away from your fingertips. Make sure your head is on your mat, and then pop your ball underneath your tailbone. We're gonna finish down here today. So feet about hip distance apart. If you want to use weights, have those guys handy. Remember, stability is the most important thing, so don't worry if you don't want to use your weights. All right, so lift your right heel, lift your left, neutral through your pelvis. Lift your right up, lift your left up, and then stay. So knees on top of your hips to start. Squeeze your inner thighs together. We're going to move both knees away from us, deepen those abs. Pull both knees back in. So just small. And in. Exhale. And in. So go 4 more like that. Keep those ribs tight around your center. 3. And last two. In, last one, reach out, stay there. So knees a little bit in front of your hips. If you want, grab those weights, reach those arms up, holding there. Right leg reaches, left arm reaches all the way in. You can do some variation, whatever feels good. Move just your arms, just your legs. Maybe you're keeping your arms down today. Doesn't matter. And in, abs deep and reaching. And in, ribs stay tight around your center, reach away, find that length, back in. Reach away, little pause. Back in, now reach, hold there, open to the side an inch, arm and leg, and then come all the way in. Reach away, pause, open out an inch, come back in, and back. Do that again. Reach out, in, and back. Reaching long. Out, in, and back. One more here. Let's reach, open, in, and back. Stay there. Open your knees into a diamond. Open your arms wide to this side. Feel that width across your chest and your collarbones, and then pull back in. Okay, so your ribs are staying tight around your center, right? Your toes, your big toes are kind of staying together as your knees open out. Really turn them out. Try not to let your knees creep in closer to your chest as you do that. That's quite easy. Keep them away. And in, go two more. Wide and in, one more. Let's go wide. Stay there with your legs. Bring your arms back up. Really press those shoulder blades into the mat. Extend your right leg from where it is. So it's opening to the side. Bring it back in. Extend your left leg from here. Bring it back in. Think of your weight staying even in your hips. Right. And in. Let's go left. And in. One more right. Extend. And in. One more left. Extend. Back in, legs together, lower your right, lower your left, lower those arms, press into your heels, lift those hips nice and high, hold up there, knees reach away, roll all the way down, come to neutral, do that again, roll all the way back up, roll right back. And then from there, extend your left leg, hug your right one in nice and tight. Thinking of your weight staying pretty even in your hips, even in your shoulders. And then let's bring our left foot in front of that right bent leg. Keep neutral. You can keep your right knee hugging in a little tighter. For a couple of breaths there. Even weight for your hips, through your ribs. Good job, guys. And then let's extend our right leg. Hug your left one in tight. Some nice couple of breaths there. Keeping that right hip nice and heavy. Really reach through your right toes. And then bring that right foot in front of your left knee, hug behind that right knee. Losing track of time here. One more nice deep breath. And then let that right leg go. Hug those knees in, just have a little roll side to side, forward and back. And then when you're ready, just roll on up. And you are finished. Thanks, guys. Hope that felt good. And I will see you next week. Enjoy your weekend.